Washington Pod presents Earl Nightingale.
Life should be many things for all of us, but it should seldom, if ever, be boring. We don't have enough time to waste any of it in a state of boredom, or at least any more than we have to. It may be necessary for us to attend meetings, but hopefully they can be kept as short and as close to the actual agenda as good manners permit. Even meetings can be made more interesting with a bit of preparation and originality. Remember the comment, the American people can become anything they decide to become. The trouble is, they seldom make that decision. I woke up one morning about 15 minutes before the clock radio alarm was to sound off. A great experience to just lie back and luxuriate when there popped into my mind the thought that life is its own reward. It came to me that having life itself, life being such a miraculous achievement, is like winning the grand prize. What we do after that, what we do with our lives, is the frosting on the cake. We hear young people ask, what's the purpose of life? The purpose of life is service, and whatever we decide to do or be to provide that service. We can do whatever we want with it. That's the terrible, to me wonderful, freedom of the existentialists. Never before have I been as conscious of how stunning an achievement life itself is, in all its forms. Perhaps that was how the great Dr. Albert Schweitzer felt about life and why he was so reverent about it in all its multifarious forms. We're so lucky to actually experience life. To be given the opportunity to do something worthwhile for others is our way of earning our way here, just as they spend their days serving us in so many ways. It becomes important, then, for us to do our work as creatively, as excellently as we can. And to think of new and better ways to do those things it has been given us to do so that we can maximize our input during the time we spend working. I remember reading something about what an ongoing education will do for us, that it teaches us to love what doesn't cost much, to love the sunrise and the sunset and the beating of the rain on roof and windows, or the gentle fall of snow on a winter day. And it went on to say that a good education teaches us to love life for its own sake. And that's what I'd realized that morning when I woke up before the alarm sounded. Being alive, just being alive, makes us winners. From then on, anything we want to add to the achievement is up to us. It needn't be a lot in the eyes of the world, but we can find our place in the scheme of things and do our thing, make our contribution, whatever it happens to be. One morning recently, Diana and I were in Hawaii. It was 5 o'clock and still pitch dark, but the sky was clear and filled with stars. We put on our bathing suits and walked out into the water until it was up to our shoulders. And we put our arms around each other and drank in the clean, warm breeze and luxuriated in the sea, now warm to our bodies. And as we watched, the sky in the east grew softly lighter until the great craggy old volcanic mountains were clearly outlined against the early morning sky. What a joy it was. What a joy it is, just to be alive. Now let me conclude with that great advice from Henry Thoreau. If one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Thank you.